Maybe I should enroll here and learn some useful magic.
Yeah, I'm not sure how well that would go. I'm not sure if they're gonna let you in. I know I'm the Archmage and all, but listen, even I don't have all the power. Even I don't get to decide on enrollment and admissions. We have a separate dean for that.
I wonder what coastal cities look like in other parts of Tamriel.
Well, we can't go there. Beyond Skyrim Bruma, or Beyond Skyrim isn't out yet. Bruma is, but that's not the coast. We're here. Are you ready for this?
I feel like I have no choice. I cannot walk away from this. Let us get it over with.
You'll have to go inside the Atronach Forge's box. Can you fit in there?
If something bad happens, please know that my time with you was worth it. It was worth everything.
That sounds like a goodbye. This is not a goodbye, Daumbra.
And that is what I'm talking about. You are just so...
stubborn?
It's all right. I'll see you at the other side, beloved.
You were gonna say stubborn, weren't you? So now, slap that baby in there. And pull the lever. That was fast. Oh, you're not on fire anymore! Are you alright?
I'm not sure.
Your fire's gone. Like, literally. You are Daumbra, right?
Yes, beloved. Yes, I am me still. But I have new memories now. So many. They are bursting inside my head. They're painful.
What do you remember?
Mostly being imprisoned in the bowels of the Cethil Castle for years. Mostly the feelings of powerlessness and rage boiling within poor Elhul. And by oblivion, the faces of all the people he murdered, they stare at me.
Oh, so you feel guilt. That's
oh gods,
good.
what have I done?
That's a good sign, right? I tried to warn you. We'll remove those memories somehow. We'll fix this. I tried to warn you. I'm gonna take the I told you so moment.
You did. I'm sorry. But at least there is one good part.
A good part?
Elhul was skilled at throwing a sword, as if it was a javelin. Then I would quickly portal back into his hands before he could.
Before he could what?
Before his mind could snap out of my control.
I don't like the sound of that. That's a bad sign.
Her control, not mine.
Yeah, sure, you say that now, but I don't really trust you.
I promise you, that is not who I am anymore. These memories sicken me as much as they surely sicken you, too. I would never attempt to control you.
Yeah, sure.
You know that, don't you?
New quest started. He trusted her. Failed. Bum bum. Bum bum. I know, don't worry about me. Let's get out of here. Let's get some fresh air. If you were trying to control me, I guess I wouldn't know it. Would I?
Please, beloved.
It'll be fine.
Thank you.
You realize you can throw Daumbra, same as Elhul could, to throw a wielder in your hands and hold the activate key for at least 1 second, then release. You can always use the summon spell to bring her back to your hands at any time, provided you're not wielding another weapon already.
Greetings.
Can I hold you?
Very well. I trust you.
Well, that's because in this timeline I didn't murder you. Oh, hey, your fire's back. The activate key as an E? Oh, shit! You weren't kidding. Okay. That throw made me feel incredibly powerful. I just showed those stairs who's boss.
El Hul used to feel the same way. I wonder if part of his emotions may be seeping in, somehow, into you as well.
Well, that's not good. I don't like that possibility. We need to purge these memories now. Interesting. I wonder if I'd be able to absorb other talents as well. We need to purge these memories out.
Perhaps a necromancer would be best suited to help us. They often deal with matters of souls, harvesting them, storing them, using them.
Phalion of Morthal. The name came to me. Let's go.
Very well, beloved.
Oh, man, I just want to throw you at shit now. And look, it's all burnt now! Oh. Alright, I'm happy. I'm glad I didn't murder you.
I wonder what the local cuisine looks like.
Well, you know, in this timeline. In this version of reality, I didn't. I gotta say, I love the new setup that I have for lighting and for weathers and everything. Like, this looks so foggy and gray and kind of like atmospherically spooky, which is not really a great way of describing it, but you probably know what I mean. Compared to my last graphical setup, I love that this isn't as saturated necessarily. This is a more kind of like natural hue and temperature for the world.
If you're here to purchase, I have many spells available. Do come in.
I'm here to talk about a magic sword that might be making me evil. Can we talk about that? You're knowledgeable in magic. Can I ask you a question?
Of course.
Let's say a friend of mine has been through some very bad experiences.
Go on.
Could there be some magical way to remove those events from her memory?
It's entirely possible. Bring her, and I'll see what I can do.
Oh, here she is. It's my magic talking sword. Who loves me?
Eastmere's beard!
I'm sorry, I know it's a lot. You recognize my companion, Daumbra?
Of course. I have met Daedra and Dwemer, and everything in between, and I know enough to see a vampire where others would see a sword.
She's not a vampire, she's literally a sword. The old Umbra is gone. This is Daumbra.
I know many things. I've studied things beyond the reach of most humans. Traveled the Oblivion Plains, seen things one should not see. I met several of her kind during my studies of life-extending magics. Let me offer you a warning. You will need to kill her.
I already did that. Or
You'll be her slave.
I have a feeling that this is using the AI-generated voices. Pretty good quality-wise. You'll notice kind of like some of the intonations and everything are a little off, but still pretty good overall. Pretty happy with it overall. Coming here was a mistake. Let's go, Umbra. We'll get help elsewhere.
Sorry, just leave.
Some help you are.
Is there something else you need?
It wasn't right, what Phalion said.
Mortals fear what they don't understand. Don't worry, beloved. An answer will present itself in time.
The sword demands blood.
So I'm guessing that maybe in that case, maybe someone else will find us, maybe another quest giver or person will find us and that'll move things along. What do you remember about your life as Umbra?
Mostly being imprisoned in the bowels of the Cecil Castle for years. Mostly the feelings of powerlessness and rage boiling within poor Elahul. And by oblivion, the faces of all the people he murdered, they stare at me.
Do you ever feel guilty?
I am not sure.
Wrong answer. Do you consider yourself evil?
Do you?
I don't like that. I don't like the introspective, question.
Just like there is no past you either. Life is what you make of it from the present and forward. Nothing else exists. Doably so for me.
What is it you desire?
It wasn't right. What Phalion said?
Mortals fear what they don't understand. Don't worry, beloved. An answer will present itself in time.
Be sure to give to the needy when you can. The gods always smile on a charitable soul.
Would not have expected that from the flaming murder sword, but I like it. Makes you a little bit more three-dimensional. Even Daumbra's out here giving alms to the poor.
It would seem that violence is our best strategic.
Ooh. I never get tired of that. I don't even want to fight now, I just want to watch Umbra fight. Do it!
You are no match to our strength.
Oh, that's right. Why wield Umbra? When Umbra can do just fine without arms.
The blade that will strike you down.
Oh, I love it. Now, I don't know if it's just me, maybe it's just because Daumbra's floating, but in some ways I'm almost imagining a Fallout 4 Curie sort of thing where eventually you would have the option to transfer Daumbra into a mortal body. I feel like that would be the most predictable end to the quest in some ways, so I'm kind of hoping I could just keep Daumbra as is. What do you remember of your life as Umbra?
Mostly being imprisoned in the bowels of the Cecil Castle for years. Mostly the feelings of powerlessness and rage boiling within poor Elahul. And by oblivion, the faces of all the people he murdered, they stare at me.
Oh, alright, I was just in the middle of, talking to you about this. Read the letter that was just, teleported into your pocket. You ever, hungry for souls? You do capture a lot of them, so.
Do you still hunger for mortal food?
Oh, don't get me started all the time. Don't get me started. It's 1 p.m. right now, I'm already thinking about dinner. Crudely scratched letter. Oh, God. Oh, that's not concerning at all. This isn't how I get murdered. I know all about Daumbra. I can help. Come to Pure Water Run, south of Markarth. That's the kind of letter you get when your wife gets kidnapped and like, we have your wife. Give us money.
The air is nice here. So crisp and welcoming.
Yeah, you want to talk about this concerning note at all?
Greetings.
Does the name Pure Water Run ring any bells? I received the strangest letter. I think my wife's gonna get murdered.
Interesting. No. I've no recollection of that place. Best if we go there and find out.
You know, maybe tell a friend where we're gonna be, just in case we don't come back. Just You know, like, oh, hey, I'm gonna be at Pure Water Run. If you don't hear from me in an hour, send all the guards. Please.
Is there something else you need?
May I wield you again?
But of course, darling.
She loves the feel of a man's hands on her. Oh, so I didn't realize that I already unlocked this, but the mod author said that if I sprint... There we go. Alright. This is a feature I knew about the mod from the get-go. This is a feature that I knew existed in the mod before I even downloaded it. I didn't know when I unlocked it, but no, we already got it unlocked. I feel like Harry Potter. Oh, and I kinda love it. If nothing else, I just love how fast this goes. It doesn't use stamina, it's just... I feel like it would burn a little bit. In the winter, it'd be a little warming, but it might also burn. Oh, that's so fun. Oh, that's just pure convenience right there. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, now maybe I'm just being dumb, but does the summon... And they probably already told me about this and I just forgot because I have the attention span of a flea. But the summon Umbra mod, would that move her from my... Would it move her from my inventory? Because otherwise I need to go into my menu and drop her... Oh, not what I wanted. Sorry. Okay, so I can't summon her to my side if she's already equipped to me. Or in my inventory. So, yeah, I just have to drop her.
Yes,
I was curious. I just wasn't sure how it handled that. That's why it's just harder to manage from like a technical standpoint, but that could be really cool if there was an easier way to drop her. Which once again there might be, and I'm just missing it. Hello? Wait a second. Oh, we got 2 floating swords now. Wait, this is not going to be a friendly sword, though. Oh, it's a staff! Wait, is that the Staff of Chaos? No joke, is that going to be the Staff of Chaos? No. Staff of Magnus. Yep, Staff of Magnus. Talk to Naenra Waerr. Wait, that name is familiar. A living staff?
Ensure to care for your appearance. Image is most important.
You should see your face. I'm Naenra Waerr, at your service.
Was that the name of the person who made Umbra? Like the original sword?
And it's nice to see you too, little one.
It's so quiet, everything echoes.
It's a little quiet. I'm not using the mod that boosts NPC volume anymore, just because I noticed that it did create some weird kind of pops and clicks occasionally, just because it was boosting different audio levels a little too much.
Ah, yes. They burned my body, the fools. But I had already transferred myself into this vessel you see here. I even made the empty flesh. I scream a little at the fire, like a puppy show, you know.
How many living artifacts are there?
Oh, don't look so surprised. It was good old Hustoki who pioneered this little technique when he most attempted to his stuff. I merely perfected the process after a certain powerful client came knocking.
So one thing I know, just from looking at the mod page and the credits, is that this is the same voice actor as Clavicus Vile. I like to think that I would have picked up on the fact that it was the same voice actor, even if I hadn't read that, but I can't unhear it, and it's like slightly funny to me in my own mind. I'm just like, oh yeah, what if Clavicus Vile was doing all of this? And he's like, oh, I'm gonna pretend to be the body of the witch, because the Dragonborn tried to negotiate a new deal, and I don't really like that. So Daumbra was human once before Clavix asked you to craft her into a sword?
Too long ago, dearie. Nobody cares anymore.
I like my own version of this now, my conspiracy theory version of this.
Here. You don't remember me, little one, do you? Might be for the best if you don't. If we want to keep on living.
Yeah, I'm just imagining in my mind, it's like, oh, I'm not Clavix's Vial, I'm very clearly a witch. She is no longer Umbra. There is no Umbra. Read the mod title, dude. But she has some of her memories, and we need your help.
I know, I've been tracking my creation for eons. Ah, my poor little darling Umbra. I felt it when their full illness remade you. I felt it when you bonded to your new friend here.
Bonded?
I felt it when Clavicus nearly ate you up all over again.
Oh, by the way, isn't Clavicus so handsome?
No, I'm not the only one to have ever fooled a dainty prince, am I?
I'm standing right here. I have done all the Daedric quests. I'm standing right here. So you felt it when I merged her back with Elhul's blade?
Of course. That's why I sent you that letter.
Explains the handwriting. The murder handwriting.
Sending it right into your pocket was easy. The hard time was writing it without hands.
Just dip your butt in some ink and, you know, just scroll that over some parchment. I'm considering your bottom, your pommel, to be your butt. So you can help us then.
That depends on what you want. Like I said, I've been tracking a puppet owners over eons, every single one.
Want to expand on
and
that?
In the end, they all seem to want one thing. I wonder if you'll be any different.
Ooh. I want you to remove her memories of Elhul. They bother her. I want to restore her to her full power. Elhul's blade gave us a new ability. They bother her. Yeah, no, I feel like it would be cruel to torment the sword, who's feeling guilt, who's been overwhelmed with all these new memories of this version of her that she hates.
Well, you don't need me for that, dearie. Simply do what Elvis did all over again. That's why he built the forge after all, didn't he? Just take her there, reforge her, and be done with it. But be warned, she will forget you too. Oh, not just Elho. She'll forget you, Elho, Elvis, me. In her mind, it'll be as if we all never existed. Can't be a baby again.
Is there any way to get rid of Elhul's memories but keep her memories of me?
So it really is about you after all, isn't it? Ha! I'm not surprised.
Mod, they're calling me out a little bit over here.
Like I said, in the end they all want one thing. Power. She is one of the harshest tests that I have ever inflicted upon Waerr. She has wounded gods, toppled empires, ruled over the hearts of many men. One such man, Wuhan, left behind a certain document along the merry text with a recipe for necromancy. Since my scrying feels everything a meat bodies have ever touched,
Ugh, meat body.
Exactly where the paper is. Collects those house of curiosities in wintertime. Bring me the paper, and I'll restore the part of Umbra. Excuse me, Daumbra that Wuhan stole.
Windhelm, how did Wuhan's papers end up there?
You should worry about yourself, dearie. You cliques are more like than you think.
Pretty sure he's dead.
Come to think of it, Wuhan too felt justified, as did I. What is the world if not an endless parade of fools fooling themselves into a greater good?
You didn't answer my question.
I'm too old for questions. Let's just say Callisto has traveled far.
Will this hurt her in any way?
As a child growing up, there came a moment when your favourite shoes no longer fit your feet, and they stopped it to hurt. Tell me, did your feet stop growing, or did you get new shoes?
Hey, you don't know about my feet. Maybe my feet never continued growing. Will this give her a new power?
Ooh, no, not new. This is an old power which she earned over eons, in which Wuhan had no right to steal. This will simply give her back what is rightfully hers.
I must talk to her first. This is her decision.
Indeed, start getting used to that, dearie. Now, go, the two of you, such a cute couple, and don't get handsy, because now you know your mother-in-law is always watching.
Oh no, I don't like that. I do not like that. She's like, oh, I see you got your hands on her pommel. You know how many men have touched that pommel? Hey, meet your mom. What do you think of all this?
I don't remember her, Naenra. She feels familiar, however. But I feel far less certain than she thinks I do, beloved.
I don't want you going down the path of Umbra. We should go to the Forge. We started this path and we shouldn't back down. We're going to Windhelm. Because I feel like if we go to the Forge, that's just kind of the end of this, you know? That's the thing. There are choices and there are different outcomes to the quest because of it. So I'm making a save here. If nothing else, we can try out
I don't
both
remember
versions.
her, Naenra. She feels familiar, however. But I feel far less certain than she thinks I do, beloved.
Yeah, I'm still seeing that water tessellation glitch, so I just gotta still figure out what's causing that. I thought I had fixed it by now, but no. I don't want you going down the path of Umbra. We should go to the Forge.
No, the price is too high.
Oh, never mind then. She has an opinion on this.
I would rather continue to be haunted by the memories of El Hul than forget you.
Well, that's sweet. But what if it gets worse? What if she returns? Like Palpatine. No one saw that coming.
What if you never found me in that cave?
Well, there was a quest marker. It was real easy.
What if you allowed Clavicus to absorb me again?
Well, just watch part 2 of the playthrough.
What if the world ends tomorrow, drowned in dragonfire or Oblivion Gates? The world is always ending. No future is worth losing my past for. Not this one. After all my years, not this one.
And that's
When
it's
you
her decision.
brought me away from Clavicus, I felt for the first time free. Now, I feel that freedom is shrinking. The path before us grows narrow. Forgetting is not a choice, not for what awaits in Windhelm any more than what awaits in the Forge. There's no going back. Just, please, promise me one thing.
Yes?
Promise me that if Umbra returns, you will slay her in my name.
I promise that it won't come to that.
You are always so confident. Very well. I shall be confident as well. For you.
Let's go.
Always forward, beloved.
Okay, so we still have the option. Reforge Daumbra, erasing her memories forever, or retrieve Wuhan's necromancy papers from Calixto in Windhelm. So we do still have that option then.